The Memphis Grizzlies are one of the hottest teams in the NBA at the moment, and some of the more familiar names are doing a lot of the work. But one guy who hasn't been getting a lot of hype might end up being the key to this whole thing. Not only are his skills impressive, but the story of how he ended up in Memphis is kinda crazy too. So let's go over his game and his origin story to trace how Desmond Bane has put himself in position to be the league's most improved player. Over the past 10 games, the Grizzlies have won 7 of them, and Bane has gotten into the 20 points per game club, scorching from all over the floor, mainly letting the offense work for him into high opportunity spot-up shots. Everyone runs Spain pick and roll these days, as Bane sets a back screen for the ball screener before slipping it and popping out before Ja runs into him. While it wasn't an open shot, his ability to do this is why he's an elite 3-point shooter. Here's the same play, unless you think he can only shoot off the catch, check the jab step, one dribble step back in Avery Bradley's face. One of the keys to the Grizzlies offense is Steven Adams rolling hard to the hoop. Watch how Bane's man is forced to rotate over when Ja Morant attracts 2 defenders. Adams immediately knows to throw it to the open man in the corner, and Bane does not disappoint. Here's a subtle adjustment to the Spain pick and roll, with Bane setting a pin down for Adams as he's on his way up to ball screen. His positioning at the free throw line lures his man Buddy Hield into stopping the ball, and Adams' strong dive takes out Tristan Thompson, leaving Bane wide open for the easy catch and shoot. But he's not limited to shooting from behind the arc. He's got an attack off the catch game combined with a nice floater that makes it very hard to guard this guy. So how is it that 29 other teams passed on him in the first round? And how did he end up in Memphis, considering his rights were owned by 2 other teams before he was even drafted? Well, it all starts in 2017 when the Bucks owned the pick, but traded it to the Phoenix Suns alongside Greg Monroe in order to acquire Eric Bledsoe. I'm sure we all remember the disaster that trade became for the Bucks, mainly in the playoffs, as Bledsoe proved suboptimal. And while it took 3 long years, the Bucks finally figured it out, turning Bledsoe and some picks into Drew Holiday and Sam Merrill. And it was Holiday who became the missing piece and X factor for them as they won the title last year. Then, the Bucks were able to turn Sam Merrill into Grayson Allen, who's starting and averaging a career high in points for them. Let's get back to Bane. The Phoenix Suns now had the rights to that first-round pick, but traded it to the Celtics in 2019 in exchange for Aaron Baines and Ty Jerome. While the Suns let Aaron Baines go after an injury-plagued season, they were able to turn Ty Jerome, alongside Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio, and Jalen Leck, into Abdel Nader and Chris Paul, the key deal that propelled them to an NBA Finals appearance last year. The Celtics now had control of the original Bucks pick, and as a team with the best record in 1920, the pick was the last one in the first round. Almost immediately after drafting Bane, a 4-year sharpshooter out of Texas Christian, they traded him to Memphis in exchange for 2 second-round picks in 2023 and 2025. So, Memphis gets a key player who can easily be an X-factor on a good team, and only had to give up 2 second-rounders for it. The Suns became an elite team, and the Bucks a championship club thanks to that pick, while the Celtics traded 3 players in order to get 2 second-round picks that most likely won't be players who contribute. One of the more impressive things about Bane to me is how unintimidated he is. Nothing bothers him, and it's that same sense of serenity you can achieve by using Calm, the #1 app for sleep and meditation. Just watch Bane do his Neo impersonation, totally calm and in the moment, and you'll see why this app is so important to you. Use Calm's guided meditations and weekly programs to help you find a new level of peace and unlock your true performance. I can also help you save 40% off their premium subscription by clicking on the link below at calm.com/bball. LeBron is a partner with Calm, so you know it works. Check out his favorite scenes like Rain or Leads. Again, for a limited time, our listeners can join LeBron in using Calm and get a 40% discount on a Calm premium membership at calm.com/bball. Unlock content to help you focus, ease stress, and sleep better. One of my favorite actions on the court is the handoff, and Desmond Bane is tied for the league lead in handoff possessions while ranking 10th in efficiency. But these aren't just handoffs where he can turn the corner and use his strength and ball handling to get right to the hoop for a finger roll layup. The Grizzlies' offense is always trying to flash the big man middle and have cutters find the gaps, where Bane can show off good control and touch with his offhand. Here's a similar action where they flash Xavier Tillman to the middle, but instead of cutting for the handoff behind him, he executes a split with Dillon Brooks. Love the V-cut to then receive the handoff, and he hops into a three going to his left, where his body has natural alignment to the rim for the smooth shot. This was shaping up to be a typical pistol action with the handoff into ball screen, but Tyus Jones keeps it, then fires the pass out to the big out top, and the handoff leads to another mature part of Bane's game, the midi pull-up. And this action is ripped straight from the pure triangle offense with a touch of Princeton, as the pinch post action runs through Steven Adams to the right, but then turns into a backdoor cut as the ball handler dribbles towards Zaire Williams before handing off to Bane, who gets just enough daylight to knock down this fadeaway from 16 feet. Bane creates a ton of three-point shots from handoffs, and it's a masterclass in all the different techniques you need to learn to attack out of it. First, there's a simple catch and shoot, again going to his left so his body already has alignment to the hoop, catching Larry Nance Jr. sleeping on the contest. Then, there's the inside hand dribble coming off the handoff to prevent the defender from getting through, providing plenty of space to get his body turned all the way so his right hip and right elbow are aligned for this open splash from deep. And then, there's the reception off the handoff, stop, and create a pick and roll back to the left, with the defense out of position and unable to stop the clean make. The icing on the cake is that he's a very capable pick and roll ball handler. It should be no surprise that a 4-year college player gets to the NBA so polished and helpful immediately. But it's not just his shot-making skills from all over the court, it's his passing that made me sit up straight in my chair and get even more excited than I was before I started going through clips for this video. He often brings the ball up as the primary ball handler, and he makes terrific decisions, reads the floor well, and can deliver on time and on target. It's rare to see a player just about double his scoring output while maintaining his hyper efficiency from year to year like Bane has. And it seems that whenever the Grizzlies start a run, it's because he had a role in it. So don't be surprised if they announce the Most Improved Player award after the season, and it goes to Desmond Bane.